For years, decades really, building apps has been kind of predictable, right? You follow a script. But what if an app could actually think for itself? That's exactly what we're diving into today. We're talking about a massive shift to these intelligent, agentic applications that are, no joke, changing the entire game.
And look, this isn't just some minor update or a new feature button. Not at all. We are right at the start of a huge evolution in how apps are built, how they work, and honestly, how we interact with them. To really get why this is such a big deal, let's just quickly look at how things have been done for, well, forever.
All right, so let's break this down. It really is a tale of two different worlds. On one side, you've got your traditional apps, the old guard, right? They're built on these super rigid, pre-programmed rules. If you want to change something, a developer has to literally go in and rewrite the code. But on the other side, you've got this new world of agentic apps, and instead of just following a script, they can actually reason. They solve problems on the fly, and you can talk to them using natural language. It's a completely different approach.
And I gotta stress, this isn't just some sci-fi idea anymore. We are truly at an inflection point here. What this shift means is that we can build applications that are so much more powerful, and we can do it with a lot less effort. It's basically lowering the barrier to entry for everyone. So you might be asking, how is a major player like Snowflake getting in on this? Well, they're enabling this new era with something really powerful, a component they designed to be kind of like the conductor for all your data, and they call it the Cortex Agent. So what is a Cortex Agent at its core? Well, think of it as this intelligent AI component that orchestrates everything happening with your data. And I mean all of it, from your neat structured tables to messy, unstructured documents. It figures out a plan, grabs the right tools for the job, gets it done, and brings you back an answer. And the best part? It all happens securely right inside your Snowflake account.
Honestly, this conductor analogy is just perfect. Picture it. All of your company's data is this giant orchestra. You've got your sales figures over here in the violin section, maybe your legal contracts or the cellos over there. The Cortex Agent, that's your conductor. It stands at the front, seamlessly telling each section exactly when to play to create this beautiful symphony of insights.
But, a conductor can't do much without their instruments, right? They're just waving a stick otherwise. So for a Cortex agent to really work its magic and lead that data orchestra, it needs a seriously powerful toolkit to actually, interact with the musicians.
Okay, so tool number one in the kit is Cortex Analyst. This guy is the expert for all your structured data. We're talking tables, columns, rows, the neat stuff. You can ask it a normal business question in plain English, something like, hey, who are my top customers? And boom, it goes off, writes the perfect SQL query, and pulls that answer right from your database. Then you've got the second core tool, Cortex Search. Now this is the expert for the other side of the coin, your unstructured data. Think PDFs, contracts, emails, all that text-heavy stuff. What it does is perform this really high-quality search to find the most relevant little snippets of text to answer a question. And this is absolutely crucial for something you hear about a lot called RAG. That's Retrieval Augmented Generation. It's just a fancy term, but all it really means is that the AI can look up facts in your documents before it gives you an answer. And that makes its responses way more accurate and trustworthy. And when you put them side by side like this, you can really see this elegant division of labor, can't you? You've got Cortex Analyst handling the neat, tidy world of structured tables, translating your English into SQL, and at the same time, you have Cortex Search diving into the messy world of documents with its advanced search. When they work together, they give the agent the complete picture, pulling from all of your data, no matter what it looks like. Okay, so we've met the agent and we've seen its toolkit. Now for the fun part. Let's see how this all actually comes together. How does an agent really go from a question you type in to a final, coherent answer?
I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How does it think? It can really feel like magic, but what's happening under the hood, it's not magic at all. It's actually a super logical, structured workflow.
And that whole workflow really just boils down to 3 simple steps. First up is planning. The agent takes your big, complex question and breaks it down into smaller, bite-sized tasks. Then comes tool use. For each of those little tasks, it picks the right tool for the job. Is this a job for analyst and SQL or for search and documents? And finally, there's reflection. This is where it looks at all the pieces it gathered, thinks, do I have everything I need? And then pulls it all together into one single useful response.
Okay, theory is great, but let's make this real with an actual example. Imagine a user asks something that sounds pretty simple on the surface, but it's actually a multi-step problem. It's the perfect job for an agent. The question is, summarize the contract for the largest distributor.
So right out of the gate, in that planning phase, the agent does something super important. It breaks the problem down. It immediately recognizes, hey, this isn't one question, it's two. I mean, think about it. It can't go looking for a contract if it doesn't even know who the largest distributor is yet. So step 1, find the distributor. Step 2, find their contract. Simple as that.
All right, plan in hand, it's time for the tool use phase. For step 1, finding that top distributor, it knows that structured data, so it calls on Cortex Analyst to query the sales database. Let's say the answer comes back, Megacorp. Perfect. Now it moves to step 2. It takes that name, Megacorp, and uses Cortex Search to go hunt down the specific contract document for them in its giant library of unstructured files.
And here's the magic moment. In that final reflection phase, the agent takes the name Megacorp that it got from Cortex Analyst, and it takes the key points from the contract that it found using Cortex Search, and it weaves them together into one single, useful answer for you. It just successfully connected the dots across 2 totally different data sources. Pretty amazing. Okay, so all this power is obviously incredible. But let's be real, for any business, it means absolutely nothing if it's not secure and governed properly. So let's talk about how Snowflake actually builds trust right into the system.
And this part is so important. The whole process we just walked through, the planning, the tool use, the reflection, every single bit of it happens inside Snowflake's secure perimeter. Your data is never used to train models for other customers, and it completely respects the role-based access controls you probably already spent a ton of time setting up. So what does that mean for you? It means you can innovate with total confidence.
So we've seen what a single agent can pull off, which is already pretty cool. But the real vision, where this is all going, it's even bigger than that. It's all about agents collaborating with each other.
Yeah, this quote just hits the nail on the head about where this is all going. The goal isn't to build one giant all-knowing agent that tries to do everything. No, the future is about creating a collaborative team of specialized agents that all work together.
Just think about it like this. You've got a main agent that acts like a project manager. A really complex business question comes in. Instead of trying to tackle the whole thing itself, it delegates. It says, okay, you, the sales expert agent, you handle this part. And you, the logistics expert, you take that part. And then they all work together to solve these huge problems that cut across the entire business.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. This kind of technology, it's not just about getting answers to today's questions a little bit faster. It's about giving us the power to ask entirely new kinds of questions we couldn't even tackle before. So it kind of leaves us all with this really fascinating challenge to think about. What's that one complex business problem you're facing? The one that spans different departments and seems almost impossible today that a team of these specialized data agents could solve for you. The possibilities, really, are just starting to unfold.